So we've just finished completing our proposed alternate HSA base plan where we have our $4,000 deductible HSA, our $1,000 buy-up. If I click on combined enrollment, we can see they've both been adjusted to budget. All right, so the idea is now we want to look at maybe another variation of these plans that might incorporate in our funding vehicles. So in other words, since we're using an HSA plan, one of the options would be to have the employer contribute towards the HSA. So we want to build a proposed plan group out that does that. So really what we want to do is we want to make a copy of this whole group. And this is going to be a shortcut that we use, especially when we're in front of employers having these conversations, so that we can quickly build a variation without losing what's already here. So in other words, I could enter in HSA contributions here, but then I would lose this scenario. So by being able to create a copy of this, it allows us to keep this proposed option, but design a new one. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and close this plan group. So here we are back at our dashboard. Current renewals, proposed premium share, and our proposed alternate HSA base plan. So here at our plan group options, so instead of copying each plan design one at a time, now I can just copy this whole group. So you'll notice under the plan group options, the option to copy, and it's actually creating a plan group called copy of proposed alternate and putting an exact copy of those plan designs in that group. All right, so the first thing we want to do is again, want to make sure our name is right. So we're going to change the name on here. We do that by going to our plan group options. And now we're going to go ahead and put in alternate HSA with funding. All right, so now we've named the plan group. So now we want to be able to show this HSA plan with funding. Now, after the copy, I'm in my 1,000 buy-up plan, so I want to come to my $4,000 deductible HSA plan. So for the first time, we're going to access funding, and we're going to do that by, just like premium share, by clicking on the blue word funding. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring up funding vehicles similar to what it would in premium share. And underneath, we can see the available funding vehicles I have for this plan. I have HSA, deductible HRA, and because there's no coinsurance on this plan design, coinsurance HRA is not an option. So I'm going to go ahead and choose health savings account, and what it will allow me to do is for each enrollment type, enter an annual contribution in. So I'm going to come up and enter in 500 for employee only, click enter, and do 1,000 for the remaining enrollment type. So we're going to contribute 500 towards singles and 1,000 towards families. All right, we have to enter that amount annually, but notice that we can see what that equates to as a monthly contribution as well. Notice here we have this term, net OO pocket, net out of pocket. And as we're entering in HSA contributions, this number is showing up for the first time. All right. As we're entering in these costs, notice that my plan design cost keeps increasing. So the key is that the amount we enter in for this HSA contribution is really going to be added onto the employer cost of that plan design. So to get back to the plan design screen, just like we did in premium share, I'm going to click back to plan design. And now we're going to notice that our plan design cost and our plan group cost has gone up because we've added this plan design cost that now has the HSA. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come into premium share. And now that I've added that additional HSA cost, we're going to solve to budget again. All right, and notice how when we solve the budget, it's telling us it's going to put us in combined enrollment. So the key here is that even though we've added the HSA cost to the plan design, now that we've resolved to our budget, I'm going to come back to the plan design, and you're going to notice now what that new contribution would need to look like in order to be at our budget amount while providing that HSA contribution.